The book of Isaiah, a profound and poetic text found in the Hebrew Bible and the Old Testament, has captivated scholars, theologians, and seekers for centuries. Written approximately 2,700 years ago, during a tumultuous era in ancient Israel's history, Isaiah's words have echoed through time, offering messages of warning, hope, and restoration. Today, many believe that the prophecies within its chapters are unfolding before our very eyes, bridging the distant past with the present in ways that may leave you truly stunned. Imagine a world where tumult and uncertainty reign. In Isaiah's time, the kingdom of Judah faced threats from powerful empires, Assyria and Babylon, and the people were torn between fear, faith, and rebellion. Into this chaos stepped Isaiah, called to be a prophet, a voice of clarity amid confusion. His message was not merely for his generation, but as many claim, for generations yet to come. The book opens with warnings: a nation divided, leaders corrupt, and the poor oppressed. Isaiah admonishes his people to turn from injustice, to seek righteousness, and to trust in the one who holds history in his hands. But Isaiah's vision was not limited to the immediate. He saw far beyond the horizon, drawing back the veil on events yet to unfold. Throughout the book, he paints vivid pictures of cities rising and falling, of exiles returning home, and of a future where peace would reign. One of his most famous prophecies, found in Isaiah chapter 2, speaks of a time when nation will not take up sword against nation, nor will they train for war anymore. In a world still marked by conflict, the yearning for such peace is as poignant today as it was then. Perhaps most astonishing are Isaiah's predictions about the fate of Israel and Jerusalem. He foretold the downfall of the city, the scattering of the people, and remarkably, their restoration. Isaiah 11 describes a miraculous gathering. He will raise a banner for the nations and gather the exiles of Israel. He will assemble the scattered people of Judah from the four quarters of the earth. For centuries, this seemed an impossible dream. Yet in the 20th century, against all odds, the nation of Israel was reborn. Jewish people returned from every corner of the globe, re-establishing their homeland in fulfillment of ancient words. The city of Jerusalem, once a symbol of desolation, became a center of renewed life and significance. But Isaiah's reach extends even further, touching upon events and ideas with global implications. In chapter 19, he speaks of a highway of peace linking Egypt, Assyria, and Israel, a vision of former enemies united in worship and purpose. Today, in a world where regional alliances shift and old animosities fade or flare, this prophecy continues to intrigue those searching for signs of reconciliation and transformation. One of the most debated and celebrated passages is found in Isaiah chapter 53. Here, Isaiah describes a figure known as the suffering servant, one who was despised and rejected by men, a man of sorrows and familiar with suffering. This servant would bear the sins of the people, bringing healing and forgiveness through his sacrifice. For Christians, this is seen as a direct foretelling of Jesus Christ's life and death. For others, it represents the suffering of the nation of Israel, or the righteous remnant. Regardless of interpretation, the enduring influence of these words on art, literature, and faith cannot be overstated. Let's delve deeper into why Isaiah's prophecies continue to resonate. First, his vision of justice is timeless. He boldly condemns empty ritual and calls for genuine compassion. Learn to do right, seek justice, defend the oppressed, take up the cause of the fatherless, plead the case of the widow. These words challenge us still, reminding us that true spirituality is not found in outward displays, but in the pursuit of equity and care for the vulnerable. Next, Isaiah's predictions about the rise and fall of empires have proven remarkably accurate. He warned of Assyria's aggression, Babylon's conquest, and the eventual decline of these mighty powers. History tells us that these empires did indeed rise, dominate, and ultimately fade, often in ways that mirror Isaiah's descriptions. Archaeological discoveries and ancient records continue to validate his insights, revealing a prophet deeply attuned to the political currents of his age. Yet Isaiah's greatest legacy may be his vision of hope, a world transformed by the coming of a new era. He speaks of a time when the wolf will live with the lamb, the leopard will lie down with the goat, the calf and the lion and the yearling together, and a little child will lead them. This poetic image, often interpreted as a prophecy of the Messianic age, captures the longing for harmony that transcends every generation. For those looking for signs that Isaiah's prophecies are being fulfilled today, the evidence is compelling. Consider the rebirth of Israel, the return of exiles, and the ongoing significance of Jerusalem on the world stage. The city remains a focal point for three major religions, a place of both conflict and convergence. International headlines frequently reference Jerusalem, reminding us that its destiny, as foretold by Isaiah, remains central to global affairs. Beyond geopolitics, Isaiah's vision of a global spiritual awakening is more relevant than ever. He foresaw a time when people from every nation would stream to the mountain of the Lord, seeking guidance and wisdom. In our interconnected world, spiritual curiosity and the search for meaning cross every border. Isaiah's call to unity and understanding challenges us to look beyond division, inviting a fresh perspective on what it means to be truly human. Moreover, Isaiah's message of personal renewal is as urgent now as it was centuries ago. He urges individuals to come now, let us reason together, promising forgiveness and transformation for those who turn from destructive paths. In an age marked by anxiety and uncertainty, his assurance of hope and redemption offers comfort to all who seek it. Isaiah's poetic language, filled with metaphors and imagery, continues to inspire artists, writers, and thinkers. His words have been set to music, quoted by leaders, and cherished in private reflection. They remind us that prophecy is not merely prediction. It is a call to attention, a challenge to live with purpose and integrity. Some skeptics argue that Isaiah's prophecies are vague or self-fulfilling, shaped by later generations to fit unfolding events. Yet the specificity of many predictions, coupled with their enduring relevance, suggests something deeper at work. Whether viewed through the lens of faith or history, Isaiah's insights remain remarkably prescient. Consider the enduring impact of his promise that the desert will blossom as the rose. In modern Israel, agricultural innovation has turned arid landscapes into thriving fields, fulfilling a vision that once seemed impossible. The transformation of physical land mirrors the spiritual renewal Isaiah foresaw, a restoration of what was lost, a new beginning rising from the ashes. Isaiah's challenge to leaders and nations also resonates today. He warns against arrogance, injustice, and the misuse of power, declaring that the Lord Almighty has a day in store for all the proud and lofty. In an era where questions of leadership and accountability dominate headlines, Isaiah's message speaks with undiminished force. But perhaps the most stunning secret of Isaiah is his invitation to see beyond the surface of events. He calls us to recognize the hand of providence in history, to discern patterns and purposes that might otherwise go unnoticed. His vision suggests that beneath the chaos of current affairs, there is a deeper story unfolding, a story that connects us to ancient hopes and future possibilities. For many, the fulfillment of Isaiah's prophecies is not merely a matter of historical coincidence, but evidence of a guiding force that shapes the destiny of nations and individuals alike. His words challenge us to examine our lives, our communities, and our world, asking what role we play in the grand narrative. In Isaiah's time, hope seemed distant, overshadowed by impending disaster. Yet, through the darkness, he held fast to the belief that renewal was possible, that justice would triumph, and that peace would ultimately prevail. His message endures, speaking to all who long for transformation. Today, as we witness remarkable changes in the Middle East, shifting alliances, and a renewed focus on spiritual values, the echoes of Isaiah's voice are unmistakable. Whether in the headlines, in personal journeys of faith, or in the quest for meaning, his prophecies invite us to look deeper, to seek the hidden connections that bind past, present, and future. Isaiah's legacy is not limited to religious tradition. It is a living testament to the power of vision, the impact of words, and the enduring quest for truth. His prophecies continue to inspire, challenge, and comfort, offering a compass in times of uncertainty. As you reflect on the book of Isaiah, consider the possibility that its secrets are unfolding around us, inviting us to participate in a story that began thousands of years ago and continues to shape our world. The stunning fulfillment of ancient prophecies reminds us that history is not random, but purposeful, a tapestry woven from hope, struggle, and the promise of restoration. In the end, Isaiah's message is clear. Though darkness may linger, light will dawn. Though nations may falter, renewal is possible. The secret of Isaiah is not merely in the accuracy of his predictions, but in the enduring hope that they inspire, a hope that beckons us to see, to believe, and to act with courage and compassion. As we journey through the complexities of our own time, Isaiah's words offer guidance, perspective, and above all, the assurance that the story is not yet finished. The prophecies written over 2,700 years ago continue to unfold, challenging us to embrace the possibility that we are living in a moment of profound significance, a moment where ancient visions and modern realities converge in ways that may leave us truly stunned.